Hey, what up? How y'all doing? Y'all see what Donnie's doing out there in these streets? Donnie's shaking things up. I haven't seen anything about the wildfires anymore. I haven't seen anything about those orbs anymore. I haven't seen what else was trending before. Oh, the TikTok thing got shut down, came back. People complain about the algorithm. Mine's just now coming back. Um, DeepSeek. I definitely checked out DeepSeek. That thing is intense. It helped me do some work that I had to do, and I wasn't really like I just want to use AI to do content creation and how to make it better and faster for me. Probably like put words at the bottom and all that stuff and images and everything, but I don't be having like the attention span to sit there and try to figure it out. But this DeepSeek thing, I tried it and it was just like doing stuff. And I'm like, then they got an image one that makes images. I'm like, okay, we're about to take this to another level. Anyway, like I said, I don't really cover current events on here, but I watch, I see everything. I know what's going on. I see it, I scroll, I research, I put it in my brain, keep it moving. That's not what we're here for. It's Wednesdays, and Wednesdays mean love. And yes, even though the stock market was crashing because of deep seed and people getting laid off and Starbucks talking about different things and Kohl's closing, a lot of companies closing down, Big Lots, all this, we need to find love. Like I said, I pay attention. Let's get to it. Pop the balloon. Find love. Reunion episode. Come on. For her DMs? Lord Jesus. Hey, you already know who those two are. Damn, who was short? I got the cast of season 2 right here. And y'all see me right over here. Where y'all see me at? Y'all see me. I'm in part of the cast too. Let's get it.
Channel, it's your host Arlette, and we are here with the season 4 reunion. All right, so season 4 was a crazy season. We had lots of memorable moments, a lot of great.
Yeah, I'm about to, and I'll be telling y'all I'll be jumping in DMs. I jumped in a couple DMs over this season, past 2 seasons. Uche didn't answer me, y'all. The little chocolate shorty with the deep voice, she ain't answer me. I think I'm gonna do an episode on that, on all the shorties who answered me and rejected me.
Discussions. It was all over TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, anything, you name it. You guys were all over. But of course, before we get into this reunion, let's have a couple of words from our very own producer, my husband, BM.
Hey.
Yes, welcome to season 4 reunion. Yes, first things first, I want to give thank you to our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, every time. I want to say thank you to my wife for being absolutely amazing, as she always is. She is absolutely outstanding. Let's give a round of applause for her, please, everyone.
Hey, yo. What that thing that them girls be saying? When they be saying females with rich husbands and all of that. Oh, what's her prayer? I need to know what his prayer is, how he got her. I need to do some deep search and sealing, whatever you call that ish. How did he get Arlette? I want to know that story. What lines did he use? What prayer did he pray to Jesus? Because he got a good one.
I need louder than that. What's going on? All right, I also want to say a big thank you to everyone that watches the show, of course, everyone that supports. And I want to say thank you to everyone that comes on the show as well. So this is the 4th season, and it's been absolutely breathtaking. We have seen so many things happen throughout the season, and we have been consistent. 4 seasons running now, so I want to give a big thank you to my whole team that's here today as well. So let's have a round of applause to my whole team. Yeah, so let's get straight to it.
All right. Well, as you said, let's go ahead and take a look at the season 4 recap.
Oh, hell. Really?
Hello, welcome in. I'll have you hold this.
Oh, Lord. I remember Shorty with the tongue.
It's 30K in my mouth.
Hey.
It's a house. If you don't understand the difference between like a good wig and a bad wig, we not gonna work out.
And also,
Dr. Dev.
Is that a jet? Is that a private jet that you're in?
Yeah. You might need just like a social worker or something. I'm a little too. Maybe I'm a little too much. For
I might need what?
Maybe like a cubicle worker or something.
Hello, welcome.
Uche.
What's your name?
My name is Uche. I'm 23.
All right, so as you guys saw, that was just a little short recap of the season 4 reunion. So it was a great season, as we saw. But to go ahead and kick off this reunion, let's have a look at this clip where wigs were the talk of the episode.
If you don't understand the difference between like a good wig and a bad wig, we not gonna work out.
I feel you on the wig thing, but kind of like let women have women's business. Like let girls be girls. I hear you, but I don't feel you. I just thought it was like a little petty.
All right, so Alicia, off of that comment that you're saying, are you saying that men shouldn't comment or say anything about women's beauty or like anything involving women's beauty at all?
I would really love to see a man lay a lace front. And then you can comment, right? A lot goes into beauty, to put yourself together, to put your outfit on. So for me, yes, I think men should stay out of women's.
And women need to stay out of men's business. Cause y'all be over here on these episodes telling these dudes how they need to be dressed. You could have did this, you could have did that, you should have changed this, you could have changed that. Nah. That's how they decided to come. That's what made them feel comfortable. The same way your wig makes you feel comfortable, right? So with that being said, nah, I understand her though. She's not wrong in her opinion at all. I mean, I particularly don't be caring if a female has a wig or not, as long as she's cool and we vibing, but everybody has their preferences. But if you want men to stay out of women's business, then y'all gotta stay out of men's business too. It goes two ways. That's the shit that I don't be liking. Like it's not a one-way street. Like it gotta be even. It gotta be fair. Like there's never mind. Cause this is a long episode. Don't get me started. God damn.
Business. So when it comes to beauty, I understand what he was saying, but I don't really feel him because, like somebody said on the episode, nobody had a bad wig. So you kind of didn't need to say that. It was just extra. It was unnecessary commentary, I feel like.
Okay, so fellas, do you think you should be allowed to comment on a woman's beauty or anything you see on her that you may like or don't like?
Well, I don't know about the commenting on the wig part. I think he was really just trying to be funny for real. Okay. But like we were just talking about earlier, you bogus if you come on the show and you ain't together. Like come on now. You in front of millions of people. You better come right.
Okay.
Okay, my question is like, and this is for the men. How can you tell a good wig from a bad wig? Like, what exactly do you see that oh, this is a bad wig?
All right. You can tell if somebody is put together or not. That's just simple. Not good or bad, whatever. But I've seen some women when they had some wigs and it was kind of like falling off and the edges was looking a little. It just it looked like it hadn't been unkept in a while. But again, it ain't my business. Like I'm not all into that. I mean, I'm not approaching anyway. So I'm surprised that this is a topic. I'm not gonna lie to you. I may fast forward because this is a long episode and I don't really care about the wigs. I want to know if any of them is still single. That's what I want to know.
Because women, we can tell. Because we're women, we put it on. But what do you guys see? How do you know?
I can't tell all the way, but I know if I see a little fro, you got the little, you got to look like your head bigger than what your head really is. You got a bad wig. Come on now.
Also, I think that men are a lot more observant than women like to give men credit for. Like I see a lot of men come on the show, they say you got too much makeup on. Okay. Or they say, I just don't like your heels. And a lot of women may think men don't pay attention to stuff like that, right? A lot of women may think, oh, he's not paying attention to my heels.
I don't even remember what episode he was on.
He don't like it. But yeah, we do. We look at your heels, look at your makeup, look at your lipstick, look at everything. So, I think a woman shouldn't totally change herself for a man's opinion, but I think a woman should be open to the considerations of a man and vice versa. I think men should be open to the considerations of a woman.
Speaking of heels, though, y'all don't know how it is to walk in heels. I would like to see y'all walk in heels. And I was standing in a line for a long time, so I wanted to wear comfortable heels. But, you know, people want to pop off of comfortable heels. It's crazy. But.
I don't know, like if a guy's like into fashion or he's stylish or I don't know, whatever the case may be. Maybe he just like to see his woman in a special type of heel. You know, if you're attracted to him, I think you should kind of be open to what he has to say about your heels.
I agree. If you're a heterosexual woman who's attracted to men, then you should be open to what men have to say about your appearance. Like, not just any guy, like a guy that you're probably interested in. Like, if I like you, James, and you're like, you know, I don't like that dress, maybe, and like, I would be open to hearing you out because you're somebody I'm interested in.
Absolutely. I mean, people, when my episode dropped, people were, girls were in my inbox and like specifically saying, I don't like your posture or you need to sit up straight or whatever. And I take that, I'm reading it. My feelings are not getting hurt. I'm like, you know what? When I go back on the show, I'm gonna sit up straight. So, I mean, I don't think every situation has to be responded to with anger or he's hating on me or he's being sassy or whatever the case may be. You know, some people, you need to actually take their opinion into consideration.
When it comes to wigs, I think that there is wigs and then there's wigs. So when you date a high value man who knows the quality of wigs, you're not gonna wear a cheap wig because I can tell that this wig is a cheap wig. If you get it from China, from Temu, from Alibaba, AliExpress, that's a cheap wig. If you spend a couple of $100s on your wig, it is gonna be a decent wig, and we can tell the texture, we can tell the quality. If you're laying on my chest, I don't want it to feel like I don't want it to feel.
Hey, yo. Not gonna lie. Dr. Dez. I see why he at the reunion.
Like a grass brushing on my chest. It gotta be soft, it gotta be pliable, it gotta be high quality. It's what it is.
All right, so to go ahead and move on to our next topic. So James, on your episode, some of the ladies' deal breakers was the fact that you're like so soft spoken. So let's check out, you know, what some of them had to say about that.
Originally, it was because you were so soft-spoken. Like, you're so sweet. I'm a native New Yorker, and we're very loud. So I want to make sure that you're very, you feel equate.
After hearing your voice for a while, kind of like you mentioned, the soft-spokenness just wasn't attractive to me.
I don't know exactly what you mean by that. You know, as far as like you want someone to speak louder or speak voice be deeper or.
I don't even know how I would describe it.
Because it could be changed.
You can always kind of change up no matter what. So.
It went crazy. The voice changes. Okay. So James, has that ever came up in the past, like your dating life, like you being soft-spoken, has that ever been something that people commented on?
I mean, I've definitely heard it before, not in terms of dating, but just in general life, like you're soft-spoken. But I mean, since this episode has dropped, I've gotten literally thousands of their DMs. So I mean, people obviously like this soft-spokenness. I think it's.
So y'all know what that means, right? He's gotten thousands of DMs. That means he's been clapping a lot of cheeks. Shout out to him.
It's as far as special type, you know, of individual. Everybody may not be attracted to it, but you know, definitely it's an attractiveness towards certain people.
Okay. And then when you were about to walk off on the stage there, you told Waverly, hey, Waverly, if you don't find a match by the end of this episode, hit me back up. Once you got a chance to watch the episode or, whatever you may have seen, do you still feel that way? You still trying to hit her up?
It's funny you mentioned that because I feel like, when you're walking out on that stage, you don't know what happened before you walked out.
Right. Mm-hmm.
You don't know what was said. You don't know, what a person's deal breakers were before you walked out. So I don't know. I was attracted to Waverly when I actually when I actually stepped out onto the stage.
Mm-hmm.
What she was wearing, and she just looked very attractive to me. Somebody that I would like to get to know outside the show. After watching the full episode, I did see
Bro, answer the question. Did you reach out to the girl or not? Damn.
I think we all kind of saw some things. I was like, maybe she's a little bit too holy.
Okay.
Even for me, and I go to church and stuff as well, but I think there's a certain thing is maybe like too holy. Like I think it was a guy that she popped on because he didn't read his Bible every morning, or there was a guy that she popped on because he was a little bit hesitant about practicing celibacy, and I don't know, one guy didn't have a perfect hairline. I don't know, it was just a lot. It was a lot going on in the episode. So, I think we'd be better off as just kind of friends.
Friends. Okay, understandable. And then just to kind of take it back to the whole soft-spokenness thing, is that a deal breaker for any of you ladies on here? A man being soft-spoken?
I like a man who can command the room. And I feel like as a boisterous woman, maybe just different strokes for different folks.
Okay.
But I'm boisterous, I'm loud, I take up space. So I want my man to do the same thing.
Okay.
So I don't think it's a bad thing, but I feel like I would overtalk you and like run over you in that way.
Okay.
I think something important to highlight too is the hypocrisy of the internet, because everyone gave Waverly and the other girls a very hard time for what they said about James, and Uche, this gorgeous girl back here, walked out. Her voice had a little bass in it, and everybody popped, and the internet thought that was okay because her voice was deep. Uche, talk about it, girl.
No, we gonna come back to Uche. Don't worry.
I like that.
Also, I just want to say that, it's situational. I didn't feel like coming onto a stage with a group of women, 6, 7 women, that I need to come out, hey, how y'all doing? My name is Jen. I'm just talking to you.
Right.
I'm just literally involved in just getting to know you, having a simple conversation with you. Just kind of getting to know you on a personal level. So I feel like I do know how to raise my voice. I do know how to be, Elisa said, take control of the room. I know how to do all of that, but I don't feel like I have to be like that 24/7.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And then Dr. Dust, you had a comment as well?
I was going to say something to my brother, James. I watched your episode. I was proud of you. You are a man and you have a way that you carry yourself. And that's who you are. I don't want you to change that for anyone else. Whether it's for a lady or for a man, do not change who you are, brother. You speak the way you speak. You carry yourself the way you carry it. And there's going to be a lady that enjoys and likes the way you speak. And do not change that for anyone else. Not for a partner that does not value you. So keep it up, keep who you are, and let's move on. Thank you. You got it.
I also just want to say that, when I changed my voice, I saw a lot of comments saying, "Oh, why would you do that?" That was just purely a joke, right? I literally would never change my voice to anyone. I would never deepen my voice in any situation, just to attract someone.
Okay, nice. Well, let's go ahead and play our next clip of one of the most talked about women from this season. Wonder who that is.
Chris, 28, and I ain't gonna lie, your voice deeper than mine. So I can't even do it.
I was expecting that. I'm not even gonna lie. Really? Yeah, y'all can handle it. It's okay. I get that a lot. Some like it and some don't. It's part of me. So if y'all can't handle it, then you can't handle me. Yeah, that's okay.
So Uche, I know you sit on there. It's happened to you before in the past. People have mentioned, your voice, all of that. But is that the reaction you were expecting when you came out there?
Okay, to be honest, before coming on the show, I spoke to like a couple of close friends of mine. They were like, I know I'm not worried about my appearance. Like, I'm confident in that. I know I look good. But I definitely knew like my voice was gonna be a factor, So coming on there, I didn't expect the sudden pop from everybody. When it happened, I was like, wait, is there something on my face? Like, I was like, wait, okay, it's definitely my voice. But I wasn't expecting that.
Okay.
It was definitely a shock.
I see. Okay. So how has it been for you now since, the show has aired?
Very overwhelming.
Okay.
A lot of attention, a lot of comments, some interesting, some actually very sweet, Okay. I had a lot of people in my DMs just telling me about my voice. They love it. Some people inviting me to have podcasts or sing or whatever. Yeah, so, and then I saw some interesting comments that I was like, y'all are mean.
Oh.
But no, none of it like really affected me. It was actually more entertaining than actually disturbing. But
Right, because when I hit her up, she ain't never answer. I'm putting that out there. So I know she had to see my DM, but she chose to ignore me. And that's okay. It's all good. If you in the game, you got to understand you're going to take some losses. It's all good. She's still beautiful.
Okay, nice. And then Chris, on that clip, we saw you said, "Yeah, I can't handle it." What did you mean when you were speaking of that?
Just like she said, some people can't handle it, some people can't. I can't. Like I said, voice deeper than mine. I can't do it.
Okay.
And it's nothing against her. Like, she's beautiful. She looked good. But it was just the voice. That's the only thing that I was just like, hold on, what?
Okay. But what is it? It's just a little bit deeper, but she still sounds like a, well, to me, I don't know what.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I saw some of the comments that you probably talking about, and I was like, nah, don't do that. We're not gonna play that. Like, this is definitely a woman.
Yes.
Like, that was never a thought in my mind. Like, this is a man. No, it was never a thought in my mind. Like, I knew that was a woman, but I was just like, your voice is deeper than mine.
Okay.
Sexy. Of course, sexy. Like, I don't. I have nothing to say.
I'm good over here.
No, honestly, because my question, I'm just confused. Like, in the sense of like, okay, I feel like for the other men, and they're not here to like defend themselves or whatever, but like for him, he could say he couldn't handle it, and that's fine. But for the other guys that were on my episode, I'm like, y'all didn't even like ask me any questions. Like, like,
Didn't give
what do
her
I
no shot
do for
whatsoever.
fun or whatever? None of that. It was just, your voice out. Like,
Yep.
and to me, it doesn't even sound that deep. I mean, to each their own, right? To each their own. It's like, okay, but yeah.
Okay, so for the men on the stage, what do you guys think of Uche's voice?
Interesting. I want to
listen.
hear this.
Honestly, for Uche,
so
when
good.
I watched that episode, if I was on that episode, I would have popped my balloon. But talking to Uche is a sweet lady. The voice is not as deep. We can compare this voice. I don't know if it's the microphone or is there something going on, but Uche doesn't sound the way in real life. She doesn't sound the way she sound on that episode. The voice is not that deep.
Cap.
She's a sweet person.
Cap.
But
look,
is deep.
Go ahead, Mozzie. Go ahead.
Nah, it's deep. I mean, what you want me to do?
It's deep, period. Like, it's deep. It's like Arlette said, it's deep, but I sound feminine.
Yeah,
like,
you still sound like a
know what
woman,
I mean?
definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah,
But is it like a
strong.
cultural
It's real
thing?
strong.
Come again?
It's real strong.
Do you smoke?
I do not. I do not smoke.
Okay, well, I agree with Des Factors over there. I feel like when you came on the show, I felt like it was an extremely deep voice. But
Extremely is crazy.
I talked to you today.
Extremely is crazy.
Well, it was deep. But when I talked to you today, just like Dr. Des, I feel like it's not as deep in person. And I feel like I agree with Arlette, it is a feminine voice. It's deeper, like maybe like Jasmine Sullivan or Toni Braxton, but it's still a feminine voice.
Okay.
It's not something I think you need to pop of a balloon over, but
I mean, you can't even say that though, because it's the first reaction that you get. Somebody walking out, I was like, okay, she look decent, and then she talk. And he's like, oh, no, hell no. Like, that's just the first reaction. Like,
Honestly, I sat down to think about it. I was like, okay, if the roles were reversed, like I'm on the lineup and a man walks out and he has a really high-pitched voice, I'll be a little hesitant,
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, so I kind of understood their point of view, which is why I wasn't offended at
Right.
all. Like, I was
Yeah, you
not.
took it very well.
Yeah, I was not upset. I expected it coming, so I wasn't upset. I got that point of view.
Okay, let's hear from Jordan.
I'm all the way off topic, but I just wanted to ask this question. They calling you Dr. Des. You a doctor?
Ooh.
You a real doctor?
What does doctor mean to
Are
you?
you a real doctor? Like,
Yeah, I have a doctorate degree.
Okay, I just wanted to know why
what?
they were calling you that. I'm like, why are they keep
That's my
calling you
name.
Dr. Des?
It is my name and my title.
he earned that.
What
doctorate.
else? That's
Don't worry, we'll get back. We'll get to him. We'll get to him.
Hey, listen to me. Why don't y'all have that same energy for Dr. Des Bryant? Because she's not a doctor either. I think he actually is. I think he does hold a doctorate. They sound a little salty over there. Why are you mad that he got a doctorate? When a man says he has something, you're going to question it. But Dr. Des Bryant came on all these dating shows talking about she a doctor, this and that. Come to find out she wasn't no doctor. But it's all good. She's about as a doctor as Dr. Dre. Right? We're going to find out what his doctor's degree is. Because I felt that came out of left field. I think she was waiting for that one. She was holding that.
Yeah, we'll get to him.
I want to say something about this beautiful lady right here.
Here we go.
Slow down. She's a female.
Yeah.
Not only a female, a feminine female, born female.
Yeah, bro,
So-
you know that.
We got it.
Yeah, she is, believe it or not, Uche, you did not get the respect that you deserve on your lineup when you work on that show.
Wow.
I want to tell you that you deserve to at least have a chance to express yourself when you walk in there.
I agree.
Yeah, so on behalf of the man, I want to apologize on behalf of the men that popped their balloon for not giving you a
Don't
chance.
apologize to me, gang. Don't apologize to me.
Wow.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So, all right, so let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. The ladies of episode 35 were harshly criticized in the comments. Let's take a look at some of their moments.
And I don't like joggers.
Oh,
I'm
they're
gonna pop my balloon
childish.
because I'm just not like.
Yeah, this was a childish lineup. This was the childish lineup with all the baby daddies. Like all the women up there, there had to been like 20 kids in between all of them. They was annoying.
Sexually attracted.
You're handsome. I just don't think that you're like I don't think we would align.
And I pop my balloon because I have a thing with like light skin. I feel like you could have just did more on the outfit. Like it's just like straightforward.
You're a handsome man. You're well put together.
But they just said the same group of them, or they all agree that they need to stay out of women's business. Well, that stay out of his business. That's what sent his jaw drop. That's what he decided to put on. You see what I'm saying? Never mind, bro.
Your head is on straight, but I just don't think that we would connect if we were to go further.
Okay.
Just a nose ring. I don't like the ring on me.
Sure.
It was just more so for me. It was kind of like the accessories, and then it was the bald head on top of it. I was just like, it was just too much.
You are a very handsome man. You're not ugly at all. I would tap on my balloon because just the way you speak.
And then all the like cuts and all that. No,
Yeah.
I don't like that. Like this big one. No, that's big. That's big.
All right, so ladies, the comments on your episode, you know, they called you guys picky, immature, childish, confused, all of that stuff. Like, how do you
All
guys
of the
feel about
above.
what people were saying?
All of the above.
I mean, for me, it's like, right, I'm dating to marry. So if there's something that I'm not like physically
Okay.
attracted to, or I'm not connecting to like intellectually,
All right, I don't really care what you got to say. Y'all tell me in the comments below, what reason does a man have to marry in the year 2025? What benefit is it of him? Be honest.
you know, I'm not intellect, but I'm just saying, like, if there's something like that, like, I'm going to pop because I don't want that to be an issue right off the bat. You know, if we're already starting off like that. So, I mean, people can call it picky, people can call it, you know, being choosy. And I'm choosing someone I want to be with for the rest of my life. I came on the show for love. So I wanted to make sure I was intentional with who I chose.
Okay. I agree with her. Like, if we are in the real world, the first thing I look at is your physical appearance. So, like, I came onto this show doing the same thing I do out, you know, in the real world. Like, if I'm not
And that's why you're still single. I know she is.
physically attracted to you, then I'm a pop, you know? And then, like, say I am physically attracted to somebody. Once we get past that and I know I'm physically attracted to you, then I'll go like deeper. Okay, now I want to figure out how you are emotionally and mentally and spiritually, and I want to know you like in and out. But if initially I'm not physically attracted, we ain't getting nowhere. Okay.
Based off of like us popping. So like they expected us to I know like a lot of people like want us to match, but we had a handful of guys and you know they might have not been our type, or there was something that we didn't like about them, so we popped, and like people like gave us backlash just for popping for whatever reason, like we said. But it's like, you know, we may not just like that thing about that person. Like, it's a handful of guys, maybe we like it about some, like maybe we might like something about somebody else, but it's like yeah, I just feel like we got a lot of backlash, like initial backlash off of us popping. Like a lot of people said we were hopping on a bandwagon because somebody might have popped and I might have popped right after that person. And they were like, oh, you're following that person. But it's like, that's not what it is. I'm just not going to match with someone if I'm not interested in them. So it's like, I popped. They want us to match with somebody that we're not interested in. It was just like wrong timing, I feel like.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna, now that I'm here, I'm just gonna say this. I understand that coming on this show, you just go based off of like physical appearance, what you're seeing. I'm just gonna say, to me personally, and this is not to come for any of y'all here, but I just feel like popping on someone for like what they are wearing is so crazy to me. And I say it's crazy because they can like change what they're wearing. I mean, granted, what they put on to come initially might have been terrible, but there's more to that person. Like, you know? So I'm not trying to come for y'all, but like, if there were other things that they said that you were like, I'm feeling this, but your pants are too tight and you're popping because their pants are too tight, they're not always gonna have tight pants on. So it gets me like thinking like, are y'all like here because you're interested in actually finding love, or you just nitpicking?
But I disagree.
I disagree
too. I disagree.
I feel like if you decide to put on a whack fit to come in,
Let's hear from Ozzy VS. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
I feel like if you decide to put on a whack fit for national TV, you're gonna put on a whack fit when we just going anywhere.
Yes.
Like, so yeah,
Got a
dressing
point.
really means something, you know.
And it's an initial attraction. When I first see my man, I'm trying to be like, oh, he looks so sexy, he looks so fine. And so many people said that about me as well. Like, he could change his outfit. I'm not his stylist. This is my first impression of this man. I want to look at him and be like, damn, zaddy. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to look and be like, he looks so good. And I know looks aren't everything, but like we're saying, and it's initial attraction when we're coming on the show. I want to know that you put it on.
If I'm really sitting here trying to match with somebody, like I said, like I gotta feel you on all aspects, and I was feeling one, but like other than that, it wasn't there.
And I don't know if y'all heard this old saying, believe somebody when they show you who they are the first time. If you show me you can't get right the first time, I'm gonna believe that's just you. Because I'm not finna just tell you what to dress, because especially from a man's perspective, women, they don't like being told what to put on, how to wear, what to dress. Like, so I'm not finna get into that with you. If you can't dress, you can't dress.
Facts.
And I ain't finna be the one to come save you.
Facts.
Wow.
I don't know. If we're
so you
all
can
dating
put it-
to marry, I feel like we all should be open to dating someone who's probably not our exact type, right? Because all of us here have a type, right? All of our exes are probably our type. Yet look where we are. Look where y'all at. I mean,
Drop the bombs on him. Exactly. Now this man is speaking of somebody of experience or some knowledge, a little bit of wisdom, right? They were here talking about popping on fits. Oh, your fit ain't right. But again, look at y'all. Single as a dollar.
All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic then. So, in this next clip, it's of a contestant who claims that he is a high value man. Let's take a look at this person. Your name and age?
Shorty in the white ain't feeling Dr. Desi, and I can't even remember what episode she was on, but her voice sounds familiar. But let's go, Des. He cut them braids.
Desmond, my friends call me Dr. Des, founder CEO of Platinum Care Health Solutions, 37 years old.
And why did you end up popping your balloon?
I do have some criterias. As a high value man, I value
seen this
simple
already.
ABCs. I call them the Des factor.
We've seen this
The A
already.
is for appearance, the B is for the brains, and the C is for character. She didn't pass my appearance test.
Okay. In what way?
So with appearance, I look at the front, the back. She got the front. I cannot appreciate the back for now, and I also feel the aroma. The aroma is not there. So appearance test 1/3.
Okay.
There's certain specifications I'm looking for. The thickness has to be at a specific location. So that's what I'm looking for.
All right, Dr. Des. So, how's the Des factor going
Look
for
at Shorty
you?
in the white. Look at Shorty in the
Since
white.
the show, how's the hunting going?
The hunting is going. The Des factor is working, and everybody has a Des factor. Everybody has a preference. Everybody has a criteria.
He's right.
I, for
Shorty
one,
white. Shorty in the
happen
white.
to believe that women are supposed to be feminine. By feminine, I mean there's certain features that you were blessed by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I look at the front, like I said on the video, and I look at the back. That's physical appearance. I know I talked about the ABCs. The A is for appearance, the B is for the brains, and C is for character. If you pass the appearance test, we will talk about the brains, which is the intellect. Education, formal and informal. And character, that's a classified criteria that we have to talk one-on-one for me to ascertain what the character is. So the Des factor is working. I haven't found the one yet, but I am working on it.
Still single.
Okay. So to open it up to everyone, what did you guys think of Dr. Des's appearance on the show?
Ooh. I will say this. I love that you got a lineup. I think the hair is an improvement and it looks excellent. I did not like the hair on the show, but it looks way better now. No, I mean that in such a positive way. I mean, that wasn't a backhand.
But you the same one who don't want men and women's business about their wigs. But you talking about his lineup. You see what I'm saying? So I know I'm not crazy, man. And if I am, I don't care. This is the same person who literally just said, "Oh, stay out of women's business. Why are you worried about a wig? Then what you worried about his hairline for? Let his hairline be his hairline. He can have a bad hair day. Now he was going on a show, so his hair should have been upkept. But that's how he decided to present himself to the social media world.
Can a compliment? I like the way that you improved the hair, the appearance. You got the A, baby.
And when I say appearance, I don't mean just like physical appearance.
Yeah.
I mean just him overall on the show, how he behaved, the things he said.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Like that's for everybody for real. Like appearance, brains, character. Like that goes on. Like that's unspoken. You said it's like what the girls be saying is giving. You think that you better than everybody.
It gave sassy. I think it gave sassy because the reason why I say it gave sassy because you could have said those things, but I don't think like the Des factor, like how you're characterizing it, just seems like it's a little like 1, 2, 3, and it's like, why can't you just explain what you're saying?
It is 1, 2,
You know?
3 because 1, 2, 3 is easy as ABCs. We have to break things down. We're in the United States of America, right? We have to deconstruct a lot of things that have been constructed. People come to this country, we don't know where people are coming from. I'm an African first. And when I share what I'm looking for in a partner, that is my preference. Women come on this show every time. They'll say they want a 6-foot tall guy making 6 figures with 6 inches. Nobody judge them for that. When I come in here and I talk about the Des factor,
6 inches, that's it.
Let him cook.
That is a bare minimum.
Let him cook. Yeah, see, they about to go in. No, I want a man with more. I want more. Shut up. He let him cook. He doing the same thing they did. I want you a little bit taller. I want you more muscular. Well, where do you work? How much do you make? He's doing the same thing. He just putting a little title on it. Everybody all up and they got their panties in a bunch. He's sassy now. But when they say what they want, it's a problem. Like homeboy right there with all the ice on. Oh no, it's giving too much. It's like you're trying to put on a show and with all your jewelry. At the end of the day, they all single. And this video getting kind of long. We got a lot left. I'm about to cut this short soon after Des finished cooking them.
Nobody brings them heat, you know? But when a guy have the guts to say what they want in the lady,
Let him
it
cook.
becomes a problem. Why is that? Men has to stand up. Men have to speak their
Go ahead.
mind. Men have to be men. We have to be able to express ourselves, our true self, and honestly.
But maybe the oversimplifying
Facts. Hold on. Now she about to try to break down what he said. No, nigga. He said what he said.
comes across as a little like talking down.
Nah, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Go back to your episode and watch what you was saying to niggas that you eliminated. Go back and watch what them other 2 laughing hyenas was saying about niggas that they eliminated. Go back and watch what they said. They said the same thing he said. Coming from a guy, it's like, oh no, how dare you have some kind of standards? Accept me for me. But
And like you said, you're maybe just trying to explain it to everybody, but maybe it's not coming across.
hey yo, at the end of the day, I don't want to hear nothing what she gotta say. Go watch her follow-up video where she pretty much like clown the dude and just try to like, I don't want to hear nothing she gotta say. This video getting kind of long. I'm about to do this is gonna have to get broken down maybe 3 parts because this is a long video. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Shout out to Des Factor for laying his hands down on them. Well, laying the smack down, cooking, standing on his square, saying what needs to be said. So what, he getting backlash. The Des Factor is working. I'm gonna see you on the next one because we gotta break this down. Like, comment, subscribe. I want to hear what she gotta say. Shut up.